It's up to the girl whether she wants to respond. This is the card and the flowers that I sent her with my email and my phone number on it. This cost me $450.
Okay, when it comes to the most desperate cast member of all time, there isn't just really one person, is there? I mean, some people may argue that Caesar is number one. Some people may even argue that David is number one, who sadly is now passed away. Then some people may even argue that somebody else could be another one that's the most desperate. But in this video, we're going to focus on Caesar being the most desperate. Okay, and then we will do another version, and we'll then do David. And I think by then we can then obviously have a conversation about who we believe is the most desperate cast member of all time. Now, with that being said, the fact that this man spent a set amount of money just to literally get a woman's attention with no promise that she was going to respond to him is crazy work. And the fact that he had to spend money to get her attention with no promise that she could get back to him means even if she did get back to him, it would be for one thing and one thing only, and that would be for his freaking pocket. How that doesn't process in his mind that this is the scam that is going on is crazy work. But let's get into it.
And then she emailed me back and there was immediate sparks. Yeah, it was like firecrackers and everything was just booming off.
Love you, my husband.
Do you think she's sending those videos to anyone else?
I hope she's not sending those videos to anyone else.
The fact that this man thought it was like love at first sight after she replied to him is actually extremely concerning. And the fact that he believes that he may be the only person that she's doing this to. Delusion is not a human being's best friend. But delusion is something that lives in this man's life extremely, and it's not good. And the maddest thing about it is that delusion isn't even living rent-free in his life. Delusion is actually living at a cost because this man is spending money to legit indulge in this delusion of his. Wow. Now, I don't know how much now technicians work, but given the fact that he's a now technician and he's working all those hours to literally just spunk off his money because he's delusional, it's actually nice to work. You know what? Then maybe this video could be titled the most delusional cast member. Oh no. There's been a lot of delusional cast members. Yeah, we'll be here for a long time. But anyway, let's continue.
I hope she's not sending those videos to anyone else.
Did she ever say your name?
That's a brilliant question. Does she ever say your name? Because let's be real. You can call anyone Big Daddy. You can call anyone husband. You can call anyone any name that is not theirs. So that's a strong question. And the fact that he had no answer for it, it sounded to me for a minute. It looked to me for a minute. It was like, oh, shit. But clearly that was never the case.
Why haven't you ever met her in person?
Well, because it's really hard for me to save up the money to do that. She's not getting paid that much, so I'm trying to at least help her and send her money.
Like a lot?
I give her probably about like $800 a month.
So he's been with her for 5 years. And in the 5 years, they've been talking about marriage. But they've never met. And the reason why he's never met her is because, well, yeah, he finds it hard to be able to go and see her on his salary. But that's not the real reason, but because he sends $800 a month. Because she's a receptionist, she doesn't earn that much money. Is this guy stupid as hell? Of course he is. Because I promise you this now, with the salary of her being a receptionist, technically she's a receptionist because she's got a whole bunch of guys who ring every single day saying, hey baby, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, she's the one. Not even ringing, texting. So I guess she is a receptionist, isn't she now? But anyway, even on a receptionist salary and a now tactician salary, right? You put those salaries together, you can both definitely find a way to travel to each other. We have seen couples in this season. We've seen couples that we even know ourselves who've been able to travel to see each other on less freaking money than these two. Okay? Or sometimes even on just one salary. So the fact that he thinks that this is the reason is ludicrous behavior. Desperation at its finest. Absolutely occurs.
The American dollar goes a long way in Ukraine. She needs to buy clothes for herself. She needs to pay for the cable, internet. So every time I get a paycheck, I send her money.
Girl was living life. Living life. Getting sent money to her from a man that's never even met her. From my recollection, they haven't even had a phone call neither. But how much money has he sent though in total?
Years I've sent $40,000 to Maria.
Let's all just behave and pretend that $40,000 is literally nothing. It means nothing. You know, it's just money, right? You know what they say. You know, money is just money, guys. You know, never be afraid to spend money because you always earn it back. As true as that statement may be in certain situations, it's not true in this situation. You have spent $40,000 on somebody that doesn't even say your name. Somebody that you haven't even met.
Go see Maria in Ukraine, but now instead of me visiting her, she wants me to go to a resort in Mexico. This is not what I've been planning for. It's going to be a lot more expensive. I still think that we should do Ukraine. I haven't really, you know, to be able like to visit your family and get to learn a little bit about your culture there.
Go then. It will be difficult, you know, to walk on the street, like to show my city.
My apologies. I was under the influence that they hadn't spoken on the phone before, but they have. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. It's only because, you know, when the producer asked that question, has she ever said your name in these videos? It's like they've only ever spoke via the videos or text. But anyway, we are where we are. So Ukraine was the plan. She switches up the location last minute, Mexico. Knowing that she switched up, but also she wants him to pay for her to get to Mexico. It's crazy work. And to use the weather as a reason? My guy. Even if this woman was legit, she was definitely never going to be worth it. How can she go out of her way to tell you that we need to meet in Mexico and you can pay for everything? If that's not a red flag to you, then I don't know what's wrong with you. And I guess we still never know what's wrong with this guy. From my understanding, he's still living the same life. Chasing women online and being let down every single step of the way. I don't know where he gets his belief from, but boy, I'm happy that I don't have this type of delusional belief because it's not healthy.
Right now I'm starting to worry because this isn't the first time that I tried to meet up with Maria. Over the past 5 years, me and Maria, we tried to meet up over 3 different occasions.
Some people just don't know how to learn their lesson. Desperation is an ugly drug.
Agency, they took half of her money. The second time, she said that she missed a flight. The third time, she was missing something on her passport. I have no idea what it was.
And he paid every single time. Every single time he tried to meet her, something happened. I will never be able to live a life to understand how people like him function. I just don't get it. You know, why is a red flag such a sin to you? Like, it's like you're afraid of red flags. I feel like they're afraid of deal breakers. You know? Afraid to just understand that somebody just doesn't want you. What trauma have you been through that's put you in this position where you believe that somebody's still going to want you, even though you know they don't want you deep down, but you keep ignoring that deep down feeling? You know, that little person telling you that, hey, they don't want you. And I say they because this woman was just the first that we saw of. Lord knows how many women that he encountered before this that did this to him. But at the end of the day, since this woman, Maria, there's been multiple women that he's tried to do the same little tactic with and it hasn't worked out. And to make it worse, he's always going for women completely out of his league. Now, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, listen, it is very, not easy, but it is very doable for people to end up in a relationship with somebody that is out of their league. It is a thing. It does happen. So most of the time when it happens, usually because one of them has got money, it's usually the dude. But either way, though, the matter of fact is, he needs to understand how to drop his standards. And to be honest with you, the fact that he has standards so high is actually ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. You know who'll be a good match for this dude? Kimberly. But she's another one who's delusional. Has standards that are too high. But thinks that these standards are actually doable. Always going for younger men. You know, crazy work. Rather than going for men around her own age to her own standards. Caesar's the same bloody person, just in a whole different way. She was desperate and thirsty as hell for so much that she begged a man to sleep with her. This mofo here is so desperate and stupid that he's in a position where he's allowing himself to get played blatantly. Blatantly. The girl isn't even sly with it. She's not even that great with the excuses. But the man keeps coming back. She's thinking, damn, like most men don't even come back after the first meet, like after I cancel the first meet. This guy keeps coming back time and time and time again. Nasty work. And what is this weird obsession he has with women from Ukraine anyway? Like, bruh, what's wrong with women in your country? Anyway, we continue with this madness.
And if we go to Mexico, I'm at least going to have at least like $6,000 to $7,000, like at least $2,000 for your plane ticket there, for me to pay for the resort, and then food. It's really going to be hard for me to be able to pay for that. See what I do. I'm gonna work harder.
This guy is a walking nervous wreck. He basically tells her how much this is gonna cost him, right? So far, 6,000 to 7,000. He said 2,000 for a plane ticket from Ukraine to Mexico. That's what, 8,000 to 9,000 already, and then a plus on top of that. There's also resorts and all that kind of stuff. Boy, he says all of these things, hoping that she's gonna say something about it. Then he pauses. She says nothing, and then he goes, "Actually, you know what? Panicking that she's gonna hang out, or panicking she's gonna say, well, don't worry about it." He's like, "Actually, no, it's okay, it's okay. I'm just gonna work harder." This man is a slave to himself. He is truly a slave to himself. He might as well go freaking pick some cotton at this point. Damn. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Ladies and gentlemen, please never, ever be as desperate as this man.
Plane ticket yet?
What about plane ticket?
To Mexico.
You know, it's a little bit difficult for me to go out and back.
And that no planes are flying out of Ukraine at all.
You don't hear me what I say. I cannot go out. I don't know how to say it in English.
Is that shouldn't be able to stop you from getting the plane ticket and being in Mexico by
I
the
don't know.
port.
You think you just care about yourself?
How are you saying I care about myself when I'm basically doing all this for you?
I'm gonna second that comment. I'm gonna agree with her. All he does is care about himself. I mean, let's think about it. We know that she obviously only cares about him paying her money. Facts. There's no denying that. But why is he so hell-bent on giving her money all the time and so hell-bent of not letting her go? Why does he feel the need to have to pander to her needs? Because he's selfish. He's selfish to the point that he believes that no matter how much, he believes that she will eventually accept him. All he's thinking about is the reward for himself. The reward for himself is that he's going to get a younger woman, a woman that's hot, a woman that he can show off to his friends, okay? Amongst other things. So, to be fair, even though that's not how she meant it, about all he cares, obviously that's not how she meant it, but we can flip it. And I'm flipping, and I'm going to say this man only cares about himself, because to be this hell-bent to try and bring someone over or to go and meet someone, you have to have a certain level of selfishness, a certain level of arrogance, a certain level of stupidity. And sometimes a certain level of selfishness, arrogance can be used in a good way. This guy is using it in one of the worst ways. He's using a way that has now become delusional.
Do you have the money that I sent you?
Yes, I have.
Okay. My mind is going crazy right now. I have no idea what's going on. I really just hope that I can make this happen.
She's got the money. She's got the money. She's got the money. And she's enjoying it without you. At your expense. Oh man, am I mean for laughing and mocking this guy? Don't really care. It's funny to me. But anyway, with that being said though, we move on to something particular here, where this guy literally just, in my opinion, admitted that he's selfish. He literally just sat there and said, "Hey, this is annoying me. I need to find a way to figure this out." Only someone who's selfish has this hell bent of madness. But this type of selfish, usually you can use it in a good way to benefit you in a better way, in a way that makes more sense, in a way that's not toxic like this. You see what I'm saying? Not dehumanizing like this. You're supposed to use this level of selfishness to progress yourself in life, not to waste it on somebody that doesn't give a damn about you.
I did some research, and I found out there are no issues. She should be able to book her flight and come to see me in Mexico.
Do I even have to say anything right now? Do I need to say anything right now?
Let's book your plane ticket to Mexico. I know you can do that.
I will try to do it tonight, okay?
Okay. You promise?
Yes.
That's the whole entire week. And now it's confirmed that she's going to actually be in Mexico. So now I'm relieved. I'm elated. Now I can take a deep breath.
Just because she said that she's going to book it doesn't mean that she's going to book it. Bro, you've been through this 3 times already. Does he have some kind of like amnesia or something like that? Where does his memory go? I'm just curious. Like, you can't keep forgetting these things.
And that some people think this is crazy, but they just don't understand how I feel about her. It's been 5 years, and I don't really know how much longer she's gonna wait for me.
It's been 5 years, and I don't know how much longer she's gonna wait for me, bro. It's been 5 years of you waiting for her. She's never been waiting for you. She never has been, never will be. The only thing that she waits on that involves around you is money, but not you as a... This dude.
But there's a big problem. Maria still hasn't booked her ticket yet. It's the day before we're supposed to meet, and it still feels like she's procrastinating.
Do you know what the maddest part is? Why doesn't he see this as an out? She keeps talking about how she hasn't booked the ticket yet. And yet he's not letting that register in his mind. You know, sometimes in life people will give you an out, but you just got to be willing to take it. But when they give you an out, some people give you multiple outs to see how desperate you are, or for whatever other reason that could also be. In this situation, she's just seeing how desperate this man is. In fact, she already knows how desperate he is. So she will happily keep giving him an out, knowing full well that he will never take it. It's as if maybe it makes her feel better about her decisions in life. Who knows? Either way, though, why is he not seeing it out? Okay, she told you multiple times that I still have not booked the ticket. And then before that, she gave an excuse of why she couldn't book the ticket. Then she gave an excuse of why you can't meet in Ukraine. How many outs do you want? Damn. There are people in life who are physically blind. You're choosing to be blind in this situation. You're a mockery to those kind of people. I don't want to lie to you.
$2,000. Maria wants more money. Okay. Even though I sent her $2,000, Maria wants more money. I just hope she books that flight soon because my flight is tomorrow afternoon.
Girl literally sent him a whole bunch of texts saying that I need money for my hair, for my basically all the cosmetic stuff. $2,000. Does this guy actually ever research how much it actually costs her to go and get any of these things done? Because $2,000 is ripping nasty work. And then also on top of that, she still hasn't booked the flight. Broski, you know, did you not realize that there's no way in hell she would have forgotten that it was my mother's birthday? She would have known this whole time that it was her mother's birthday tomorrow. So the fact that she knows that he's already booked his flight, also his flight is non-refundable. She's already lost money on the refund. And now she's telling him that, oh, can we not go in the 15, 16, which is then later on, which is then told that it's actually 2 weeks from now. She knew that he was flying out this afternoon. But you know what, though? You know how I said before she keeps giving him an out? This is another out. He could have been like, nah. I booked my flight for today, and you knew full well that your mom's birthday was going to be tomorrow. And now you're telling me last minute. And I've been asking you to get your ticket for how long now? How many outs does this guy want? Honestly, how many outs does he want? And now he's gonna have to spend more money for her to then get her ticket for then, or even for him to get a ticket for then as well. I have no sympathy, absolutely no sympathy.
She's breaking my heart right now, and it doesn't feel good.
Correction, you're breaking your heart. You've been breaking your heart this whole time.
Really love somebody, you don't ever give up on them. And seeing Maria has been my dream for the last 5 years.
Never give up on love that is reciprocated. That's what I'm going to add to that.
I really can't afford buying her ticket, but I have no choice. I'll just have to work a little bit harder and save a little bit more money.
You're a grown-ass man. You know full well that you've got a choice. You just choose to not take that choice.
Ukraine to Cancun, Mexico. Wow, these prices are high. 138. Oh, this is the cheapest flight right here. And even though it's 32 hours, if she wants to see me, that's what she's going to have to go through.
At this point, I'd run to the bank and close my account to stop me from ever using it again for such stupidity. Are you mad?
I haven't even paid my rent yet. I haven't even paid water bill, electric bill. I haven't even paid my internet yet. I used my whole paycheck just to buy that ticket. But no way that she can get out of this now. She has to come.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's super, super crazy how he thinks that she gives a fuck. Bro, she doesn't give a fuck. Not at all. Not a single care in the world about the sacrifice that you're making. And this guy's talking about how she has no choice now. Nah, she's got a choice. She's always had a choice. And her choice has always been to use your dumb ass. And you've also had the choice to walk away, but you just won't do it. Because you have no quit in ya. Because you don't believe love should... You don't believe quitting it should be involved when you love someone that much. Which, again, if reciprocation was on the other end, then I'd agree. But it's not.
That kind of worries me. My flight is tomorrow, and I haven't heard from Maria in 2 days. What's going on? Basically, I still feel excited. I'm still ready to go.
It's been 2 days, bro. No response. And you're still feeling excited.
It comes from hope. You know, that's all I'm living up for right now.
You know, they say that hope, faith, is the worst thing that you can give to a prisoner. This man is a prisoner to his own madness, and he's giving himself hope. I don't feel like this man's been heartbroken enough in life for him to recognize signs. Unless he's been over heartbroken in life, and that's why he refused to ignore, he refused to recognize signs. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not hope. It's something else. What it is, damn.
It's canceled. God dang. No, well, we can fix it.
You think she canceled the flight?
I have no idea what would happen. I just don't know what to say.
You haven't heard from her in 4 days. This is probably day 5 now. He hasn't heard from her. And then she messaged him on day 5 and she's like, it's been cancelled. Producer asked a good question though. Who cancelled the flight? Was it her or was it them? But here's the thing though. The flight was meant to be yesterday. So why text him today that it's been cancelled? It's funny because he picks up on all the cues of the things that don't add up. But yeah, he still continues to proceed within the relationship. How does that make any sense? Who would proceed when you know the information in front of you? Wow. Well, clearly maths was not one of his strong points in school because adding shit up and getting to the result of it is definitely not something that he does well in. Still acts on his madness.
You understand that the airline canceled your reservation, right? Your payment method was declined.
Was there some information that wasn't down? Was there some numbers missing?
The reservation was canceled automatically because there were insufficient funds in your account.
Why would you pay for a flight if you know that you haven't got the money in your bank account? And how is he only finding out about this now? Shouldn't he have got like a notification, an email or something? Definitely would have got an email saying that, you know, it's been rejected or been cancelled or whatever. But at the same time, oh, sorry, I just realized. My bad. He gave her the money to book the flight, didn't he? Because he kept telling her to book the flight. No. But then he went and booked the flight, didn't he? Because the first time now I'm confused. So originally he was giving her the money to book the flight. But then she said, oh no, I can't book the flight because it's my mom's birthday. Then he went and checked the prices himself. At that point, now I don't know if he then went and booked it himself or if he then went and gave her the money to book it. So one or two. So I'm gonna go off the assumption that he then gave her the money to book it. And no, because they said that it's his. One or two things has happened here, and to be fair, whichever one that's happened doesn't actually make a difference. Because either way, the woman has done a madness. But here's the thing: see, one, he's booked it and he's had no money in his account. Which technically speaking, he would have got an email about it or a phone call about it or something, which he didn't get. Which means he's more likely didn't book it. He gave her the money, she booked it, but she. No, but if it was her, then she just wouldn't book it in general. Yeah, he messed up. That's all I know. All I know is that he messed up.
just work with me, all right? Please, I'm begging. Just all you have to do is I'm gonna fix it.
Go to Mexico, please. I'm tired of it. Really tired. So please don't book anything. They tell me every time the same, how you work hard, how you spend everything. Yeah, I know.
So let me explain something to you. I have done.
Want to hear, okay,
I have done. I'm not trying to be like a
you
victim.
should be a real man, but you always like saying, oh my God, I'm working so hard because of you. So it's not my problem, it's your problem.
It's not my problem, it's your problem. If you're a rude man, then you wouldn't stop complaining about you're working really hard, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my days. The way she just took him out was nasty work. Absolutely nasty work. You know what? I was going to say some stuff to whatever she said before that, but now it's gone over my head because I've completely forgotten because of that little last bit. She just destroyed him. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, she doesn't want to come to Mexico now. She's tired of it. But you know what? This man will not take no for an answer. Refuses to take no for an answer. Bro, listen to what she's telling you. This is another out that she's given him. Man, like, I've never seen someone be given so many outs but not give up This is not healthy. Like, pay attention. She's telling you, nah, I'm tired. I don't want to hear none of this. And she's also telling you that you're not a man. Sorry, but this is the face of my screen right now. Oh my days. You know what? I have no soul. I legit have no soul. Why I shouldn't be laughing this hard at another person's expense. But this shit right here is diabolical. Man.
I mean, do you still love me?
What is it? I don't know. Maybe it's really not our luck to be together in this life.
I mean, it's over? Is that it? Was it over
Yes,
when...
it's over.
So...
Boom. It's over. Hung up on him. But this guy wasn't listening. She told you that we're done. And he's like... Nah, man. This is ridiculous behavior real quick.
No, she's not. I want to kind of, work things out. She hasn't got back to me yet, but I'm just in that she'll get back to me when I just...
The next day, and this guy's back online trying to get her attention again. You see why I can't feel sorry for people like him? This is ridiculous. She made it so easy for this man to walk away so many freaking times, and he refuses to walk away every single time.
I think when you really love somebody, you don't ever give up on them. And I think she just gave up.
Or she simply just never loved you. But hey, nobody tell him this. He doesn't want to hear it. It might just hurt his feelings. That's if he's got any feelings to be hurt. Because clearly, the amount of hurt that she put him through and he's still going makes me feel like maybe he doesn't have feelings there anymore. It's like maybe he's just got a void or something. He's just desperately trying to fill up something. I don't know. But somebody with genuine feelings would be so hurt by this and would not... Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. There's a lot of people that do struggle to pull away. No. Never mind, I take that back. I'm wilding out because this guy's storyline is just crazy work.
It's horrible. Just kind of dang. Try to go to Ukraine and talk to her there. I don't know. I'm going to try to do something because I still...
Please don't do that. Stalker vibes. Like, obsessed vibes. You vibes. You know, yeah, no. If you go to Ukraine, I would happily call, even though I wouldn't have been to do it, but I would have happily called the authorities to arrest him the moment that he landed, because goddamn, the woman doesn't want you. Just let it be. Unless you're there to confront her and prove that she scammed you, then fair enough. But you're not. Straight jacket incoming. Goodness gracious me.
She actually text messaged me first and said, I'm sorry about the problem that happened. Can we start over again? And we can make it work this time.
Back together now?
Yeah, we're back together now.
Damn, and your bank account was starting to have a little bit of health towards it. Now your bank account's upset again. Bro, she doesn't love you, man. She came back because she knew that you're a simp. She knew that you're easy bank transaction for her. Man thought that this woman already came back to actually want to be with him.
I need to pay my bills because I didn't pay last time, $700 to $800, baby.
Mexico, how much money have you sent her?
Since Mexico, about, I don't know, probably 2,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Since Mexico, I've only spent about 2,000-3,000, Nothing that really affects the bank account. No, it's fine.
After Mexico, I wanted to go to Ukraine, but Maria wants to go to Cuba. Trip to Cuba to go see her for 5 years, just trying to get to this moment. Jeremy thinks I'm being taken advantage of, but I just feel that it's not going to happen this time. I know in my heart that she's telling the truth, and that she's going to meet me in Cuba.
Maybe he's the most gullible. Is he the most gullible cast member of all time? Yeah, maybe I'll do gullible for him. Desperate for David. Ooh, I don't know. Because all these words always have the same meaning, don't they? But boy, gullible feels like it's the right one. Whoo-wee. I'm just finding it hard to wrap my brain around this guy's thought process, what goes through his mind Why is he unable to recognize that this woman doesn't care about you? This woman doesn't want to be with you. This woman doesn't respect you. She doesn't value you. Why is that so hard for him to process? Why is that hard? Why is it so hard for him to digest this information? Listen, one of the good traits he got is that he's not a quitter. I respect that trait, but you have to know where to use that trait. And this is not the area where you should be using this trait. But hey, have fun in Cuba by yourself, because she ain't gonna turn up.
It's not about the side in Ukraine, because a lot of guys around the world want to date Ukrainian girls. Well, seems like pretty nice. I like the way how he talked to me, catch my attention. And he's American, so it's pretty good.
I kind of feel like that American comment that she made there is a subliminal to say that American men are easy to fall. I mean, to be fair, America is where most of, well, I could be wrong saying this, but from my knowledge, is where you get most of the passport bros. So she's probably not lying. Yo, American men, why are you all fools for? Ah, the calamity.
During this time, of course, I talk to other guys because it's normal. I cannot stop for only one man. When I don't have ring on my head, I'm free.
Because you don't have a ring in your hand. Girl, you know why you don't have a ring in your hand, because you never meet any of these men.
But he didn't say a huge amount of money. No. The man who do nails can send me this kind of amount?
How much money did Caesar send you over time?
I'm not accounting.
Are you back together now?
We are still friends. To a girl like me, he should understand that he needs to work and do something. Go and make more money.
I have nothing else to add. Thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're getting your likes, you know what I'm saying? Okay, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Peace.